Perp DEXs are the current airdrop meta, and due to lots of requests in this video, we will provide you with a step-by-step guide on how to qualify for the lighter airdrop. So before we begin, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button. And straight off the bat, we are over on the lighter website, my friends. And here I want you to do all your research before you get started and start trading over on lighter. You can see they are backed by A16Z and Lightspeed and are also audited. However, for those who don't know, you actually need to have an invite code in order to use the lighter exchange. You can't just simply get yourselves logged in and trading. You need to get yourselves an invite code from someone who's already got an account. Now, two things. I've already got an account, but the bad news is that I haven't got any invite codes at the moment. Why is this? Well, because I haven't stacked up enough volume and got enough points. And therefore, in order to get these invite codes, guys, I need to be able to trade more before I can send them to you guys. So hopefully by the time you're watching this video, you might see some invite codes in the description down below. If not, I will update you guys over on X when I do have some codes, and I'll drop them in the description down below. However, I will show you how to get codes and how I did so myself, if for those who are struggling. All you're going to do is head down to the bottom. You're going to go over to the Discord. If you're in the Discord already, fantastic. Nonetheless, once you've joined it, first of all, you'll be able to see all of the announcements, X, Y, and Z. However, on the left-hand side, you can see a section which says ref codes. Now, a lot of people are going to be putting in a lot of fake ref codes or ref codes that have expired, so please bear that in mind, and you will find it very, very annoying. But what you can also guarantee is that someone legit or someone nice is going to come over here and give you a referral code. If you can't get one from here, what I did myself, because I was literally waiting in here for about 45 minutes to an hour trying to get an invite code so I could give you this airdrop tutorial. What I personally did instead, after not being able to get one, I went over to the general section, and what I did was basically ask someone, have they got a referral code? And the next thing you know, a moderator came out and helped me, and I was very, very grateful. So this seems to be a very nice community full of traders who are willing to help one another. So by all means, guys, if you want to, of course, get some help in the general chat from a moderator or whoever, you can do so. However, I'm going to show you this conversation that I had with the moderator, guys, because what an absolute legend. I'm going to go to my direct messages, and you're going to see here that he gave me some incredible advice of which we should do in order to trade on lighter and, of course, get some points. Now, don't take this as financial advice. Please, whatever you do, guys, we are not financial advisors. We do not give any financial advice whatsoever. You must always conduct your own research and use a burner wallet if you feel more comfortable. However, we have got the alpha here, guys, and you can see these are the most valuable tips this guy can share after generating lots and lots of points. So, step 1, trade low OI pairs, meaning open interest pairs. Hold positions for more than 15 to 30 minutes to avoid wash trading to increase your volume. Use different types of leverage, so whether or not that's 5, 50 or whatever. The LLP doesn't give points for deposits, but you can deposit and generate juicy APR. Please bear that in mind, guys. So by depositing into the LLP, you are not generating passive points, but only yield. You can take advantage of funding rates to scratch something. Okay, cool. Thank you very much. Next, depositing in user LPs like Guinea Pool, Clonex. Trust me, DD can add lighter points. This is if the idea is to collect the most points. I give you these 3 pools as an example because they are most profitable and above all, the best managed. And of course, guys, please take that with a pinch of salt, not as financial advice. Other valuable tips are be profitable, since that's what they want. A decent Sharpe ratio, never negative. Positive P&L above all, okay? If of course you can, this is fuel. Maintaining a positive P&L positions you better. Avoid making an account or sub-account delta neutral. You can use lighter, but it will be classified as Cybele, which means you will not earn weekly points. And of course, wash trading, do not wash trade. So guys, basically you've got all the alpha here from Diego Worldwide. Thank you so much, legend. We really appreciate all of this. And I wish you all the best on your ventures on lighter and in the world of Web3. However, guys, now that we've got all the alpha and you know how to get yourselves a code over for lighter, we're now going to show you how to, of course, qualify for the airdrop. Now, once you're ready, we're going to open up the application. As you can see, we now need to get ourselves logged in. So in the top right corner, you can see the option to log in, of which I've already got myself logged in the past, and I'm going to use MetaMask. As you can see, I am now in. From here, in the top right corner, you can see your overall wallet and balance, of which if you want to deposit and withdraw more, you can very well do so. I've only got $7.69. That was just as an experiment the other day, but I'm going to show you how to deposit more into lighter. After that, guys, you can see your overall portfolio if, of course, you've opened any trades in the past or even if you've got some live now. So, for example, guys, you can see my order history here. I've opened a couple weeks ago or a week ago, whatever it was. Next, as you can see on the trading section, this is going to be our home hub. After that, the public pools, like Diego said, there are some that you can participate in to earn points, and some of which, of course, guys, are strictly for APR, so please bear that in mind. However, you've also got the leaderboard. So here you'll be able to see how many points you've got. Me, I've only got 0.01 points. Now, the thing is with the points over on Lighter, guys, we don't know exactly how they are distributed. We don't know whether or not it's $1 for every 0.01 or whether or not it's every one trade for X amount. We don't exactly know. However, we do know that, of course, that they are very scarce and that they don't distribute them by the 100 or by the 1,000. They distribute them by the decimal. So, of course, I personally believe the more that you can stack up, these will end up being quite valuable on how many points that you have. So from here, my friends, you know exactly what to do. You've got the trading section, the portfolio, the public pools, the leaderboard. And then if you want any other tools of which may probably not be relevant to you, you can see that in the little drop downs. However, let's start trading, guys, but first of all, we need to get ourselves some more assets into this account because $7.69 is not really going to cut it if we're trying to get a nice airdrop. So, step one, hit that deposit. You can see we've got two options from either A, you've got the deposit from a wallet of which is going to be such as MetaMask, X, Y, and Z, or you can deposit from a centralized exchange such as Binance, Coinbase, and so on. However, I'm going to go with my wallet option. First, of course, you need to choose the network that you're going to send it from. So you can see here that you've got either Ethereum, Arbitrum One, Base, or Avalanche. Now I'm going to choose Base. And now I'm over on Jumper Exchange, which I'm going to swap some Ethereum tokens into USDC. As you can see, once you've got yourselves logged in, I've chosen the Jumper Exchange because I want to qualify for yet another airdrop. Fantastic. And remember, guys, I'm not going to be trading with that much because I am not a serious trader. This is just a tutorial on how to qualify for the airdrop. So I'm going to swap around $45.78. After this, once I've got my USDC tokens, boom, like I said, come back over, switch over to Base. Next, as you can see, you've got your USDC tokens which appear. Choose an amount that you want to deposit. It doesn't have to be all of it. It's all dependent on you guys because, of course, like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not even a trader. So please do not follow anything that I'm doing. This is just showing you how to get lighter points to qualify for the airdrop. So I am now sending, aka depositing, over to the Lighter exchange. Fantastic. It may take a few minutes, my friends, so don't worry. However, please also note, guys, that it's important. The only token accepted is native USDC, not USDC.E, only USDC. Please bear that in mind, guys. I don't want you to lose any assets just because you sent the wrong token. However, finally, we have now got our balance updated. We've got $53.45 ready to trade. Now, before we continue, I'm just going to move my camera over as most of the action is going to be happening on the right hand side. Now we're going to get rid of this little update. However, guys, you can see everything here regarding our trading information. Now, before you go ahead and set a trade, you might want to go and pick your token first. As you can see in the top left under the Lighter logo, you can see all the tokens that you can trade. You've got Bitcoin, ETH, Hype, XPL, Sol, Aster, ENA, BNB, Pump. Guys, you can see this massive list of tokens that you can trade. Honestly, this is crazy and this is fantastic. So, do you remember what Diego said over on the Discord? Well, he told us to trade OIs because that will help us get the most points. And therefore, we want to scroll down and filter it so we can see the open interest ones down below. So right now, guys, the one at the bottom is Yeezy. Of course, that is going to be extremely volatile. Same with Prove, VVV, and anyone that has low open interest. But of course, we'll leave that down to you guys. However, let's have a little experiment and some fun by trading Prove. Now remember, guys, I am not a financial advisor. I am not a trader whatsoever. I don't know how to long or short the market like a pro. But if you want any trading alpha, then head over to AltCryptoTalk, where you're going to find all of the TA that you would ever need from legendary traders such as Richard and Manu, of which are on our team. Next, guys, what you want to do is you want to choose whether or not you want to long or short the market. You want to choose whether or not it's market or limit order, and you can also do advanced stuff like stop limit, stop market, X, Y, and Z. You can also change the mode as well. So up top, we've got cross mode or we've got isolated mode. Read between the two, guys, and decide which one that you want to do. And above that, guys, you can also see the leverage. So you can adjust the maximum leverage, whether or not you want it to 3, 2, 1, or whatever it is. However, I'm going to leave it at the 3 for now. If, for example, I chose market and I was to choose to short it, I'm going to now choose an amount, and then below you'll be able to see the order value. So you can do it by figure as well, guys. It's entirely up to you, or you can even do it by USD. Here, I'm just going to very simply filter it down to the amount that I want to do. Let's just say $25. I'm just going to very simply place market order. Boom. Right now our trade has been opened. You can see your position, your size, the entry price, the mark price, and the liquidation price. Pretty cool. So right now, obviously I'm losing, guys, because I have no idea what I'm doing, but hopefully it does continue to fall. I don't wish any bad on any token, but for me, this trade right now, I need it, of course, to go down. Now, I can also set a stop loss and take profit as well, just to let you know. And the user interface for this part is actually very nice. I actually really like it. So if you want to take profit at 61% ROI, you can, or even 150%, you can. If, for example, you wanted to change the stop loss down to, I don't know, all the way down to 75% ROI, you can do so. But next, after that, guys, once you've opened up a trade, like Diego said, don't just close it straight away. Open it up for 15 to 30 minutes. Don't just close your order and wash trade. Very simply hodl for 15 to 30 minutes if you can and if you want to, in order to get the most points possible. Guys, we're trying to make profits here. The profit and loss is very important, like he said. There are many other things he said as well, so you'll be able to rewind in this video to go back to it. However, right now I'm not doing so well, and we'll be able to see that in my portfolio shortly. But what I'm going to do is, guys, I'm going to open up another trade. So up top, we're going to now choose another token. For example, it could very well be, I don't know, Linear. It could very well be BNB. But like he said as well, the lower the open interest, the higher the points that you will receive. Let's just choose, I don't know, Yeezy. Can't see this pumping personally. Maybe I could be completely wrong. But I'm now just going to very simply open up another short. As you can see here, a market. You can do limit if you want, but I'm now going to choose an amount. I'm going to slide the bar. Remember, of course, the higher up the amount that you do, the closer you are to liquidation. So please bear that in mind, guys. You do not want to get liquidated. But let's just say, guys, I was to very simply choose around $25, maybe even $50 worth. Of course, this is leverage, guys, so please proceed with caution. I'm not telling you to do this whatsoever. I have now got myself 2 trades open. And guys, this is a very, very risky bet, as you can see. So I'm going to keep a very close eye on it. For the next 15 to 30 minutes, I'm going to leave it here. Of course, if you make profits within that time, you can do whatever you want. You can claim it. There is no one stopping you. But of course, like I said, you don't want to come off as a wash trader and a Cyber account that could get flagged and receive nothing from an airdrop. You don't want that. So even if you do get a loss, guys, it's better than having 0 points and coming up as a Cyber wash trader. Nonetheless, I'm going to leave this here, guys, and in the future, you're going to be able to see my points stack up. However, for now, what I'm going to show you is the last section to earn points, like Diego said. And that is going to be by going up to the top where we see the public pools section. Over here, my friends, we can see 2 sections of pools. We've got the protocol public pools and we've got the user public pools. What this is guys, basically this is obviously the native liquidity provider right here. And although it has delicious APR, 62% with a TVL of $183.4 million, there is no airdrop or lighter points when it comes to LLP, which is very unfortunate. However, guys, what Diego did say, now please bear this in mind that this comes with a lot of risks, as there are a lot of fees, X, Y, and Z, and just providing liquidity is always very risky. However, you can see some insane APRs as well, just to let you know, 500%, what the flip. And then you've also got some negative ones, so please proceed with caution. However, Diego did say that there's a few pools such as the Guinea pool, the CloneX pool, which I can't see it right now. It's probably down here somewhere, or the Trust Me Diddy one, but I also can't see that one here anywhere. But guys, I can see the one up top, so I'm going to very simply go with the Guinea pool. It's got a crazy APR of 501% and a TVL of $1 million. Not the best, but I'm just going to go with this one. So all you need to do is, guys, very simply deposit a small amount, however much you want to do. You can see there's a minimum requirement of $2 in order to deposit. Now, I don't know exactly how much you're going to get in terms of lighter points, but at least it's passive. And remember, guys, it is very, very risky when depositing into any kind of pool. So if you don't want to do this, no problem at all. If your strong suit is trading, then you know exactly what to do. However, guys, that is essentially the lighter airdrop in a nutshell. You know how to trade, you know how to very simply open up any position of your choice, whether or not that's market or limit. You know how to participate in the pools, and you know how to very simply close a position just by very simply heading over to the bottom where you can see your positions and clicking that X. It's going to close your position. Guys, you can see here that I'm in a profit on this one and a loss on the Yeezy one. However, also you can close your positions over in the portfolio section where you'll see your open positions, your open orders, order history, X, Y, and Z. So if you did want to close one, guys, like you can see on this profit one, I can very simply do so just by pressing the X. Or if I'm fed up with taking that 12-cent loss, I can do so on Yeezy. But friends, that is very well how we qualify for the airdrop. You can see my total P&L at minus 6 cents. My total volume, $90. My return percentage, minus 0.12%. And I've got a negative Sharpe ratio, which is not what we want to see according to Diego. We shouldn't have it ever in the negative section, but for me, because guys, like I said, I don't know how to trade whatsoever, this is what's happening. But hopefully over time it will improve. But for now, guys, we want to stay up to date with the leaderboard. Eventually it will update. It doesn't update straight away, but you will see your points climb. And of course, eventually I will unlock this referral section where I will be able to invite my friends, aka you guys, the legendary AltCryptoTalk community. This is what I've made this tutorial for, otherwise I would completely avoid it. I don't know how to trade whatsoever, and I'm putting it all on the line, all the assets that I've deposited, but this is for you guys. I really hope you found it helpful. If you have any questions whatsoever, please don't hesitate to let me know in the comment section down below, or even hit me up over on X. But friends, once again, thank you so much for tuning into our videos. We appreciate every single one of you. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video.